Welcome back. It's Time Warner Cable's local edition. We are joined by Tom Brewer. He is a Torrance councilman. Now, I often drive north on the 405 and I hit Torrance and very quickly I hit LAX. So you're not far from LAX, but you just informed me that you have a general aviation airport in Torrance itself.
We do.
Wow.
Yes, it's been there since the 40s. It was given to us by the federal government in the late 40s,
Okay.
and it's been operating as a general aviation airport ever since then.
So I have to think at some level it's a nice little commercial center. You know, it generates some revenue for the city and for local businesses. It's about 350 acres, but we do know that noise can be an issue.
Absolutely.
Both near LAX and even near general aviation airports. I live kind of over the flight pattern of Santa Monica Airport, and it can get loud.
And I live right on the flight path of the Torrance Airport.
Oh, so you know.
So I know.
Yeah, kindred spirits.
Yes, we are.
So talk to us about what Torrance is doing to motivate residents to take charge.
Well, I'll tell you, we've always been very sensitive to the fact that we have residents living right up close to the airport, and we
Right.
want the pilots to be responsible when they take off, because that's when most of the noise is generated.
Right. Is that true? Is it takeoff or is it landing or is it both? Or?
Oh, taking off, you're under full engine.
Okay.
You go full engine taking off, and when you're coming in for a landing, you're generally feathering down the engine, so it's
So
less
it's the
noise.
takeoff that's the problem.
Yes.
Interesting. I've learned something new. Continue.
And when we take off, when our pilots take off to the west, they're flying over houses.
Right,
So,
to the west. Okay. Because
yeah,
then don't they have to head over towards the ocean, or how does that work?
We have two runways. The south runway, you have to continue out to the coast before you turn.
Right.
The north runway, you have to turn at Hawthorne so you don't go over the homes right under the airport.
Interesting. But you have developed and designed and launched what's known as WebTrack.
That's right.
Tell us about WebTrack.
Oh, WebTrack is really a cool feature. What it does is it actually allows you to log on to the website through the Torrance website.
Got it. The City of Torrance's website.
Yes. And you can actually see live operations from the City of Torrance. You can see aircraft that are taking off. You can see where they're heading. And with the 7 monitors around the airport, you can see if they actually have registered above the decibel level that's acceptable to the City of Torrance.
I would just want to sign on to watch the takeoff and landing, but that's just me. I'm just a little boy in that area. But the key point is, though, I jest a bit, it can be detrimental when it just gets so loud. It can really upset the tranquil environment of your home. And so WebTrack, all kidding aside, does provide a tool for Torrance residents to try and get a handle on this.
Yes.
And so like you said, there's a certain decibel level, and if they see that decibel level has been broken, they can then look somewhere else on the monitor and see, oh, there's the tail number.
Yes.
And what can they do?
Well, once they see that, then they can call the airport, and there's a phone number on the website as well, or you can log on a complaint on the website to let the City of Torrance know that you think there was a violation that occurred at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
This was a tail number of the aircraft. And what we do is we have the ability to go back and retrieve records from
Right.
that day as well to validate that that truly was a noise complaint.
The key thing, though, is that you're looking to work with the pilots. This is not all punitive. You want everyone to we can all get along. And so talk to us about what will happen if a pilot does see and is informed that there has been a violation.
You know, the biggest issue in our city are transient pilots that come through and land and take off. They're not necessarily the resident pilots.
Sure.
So what we'll do is we'll contact that pilot and say, you know, on Tuesday you had a noise complaint.
Right.
Let's come in and talk about it.
Exactly.
And we can teach you how to take off more responsibly. We can point out where the noise monitors are so that you can avoid those. And we'll work with you because we want you to be a friendly pilot to the neighbors.
And the key is, you had indicated to me, there are places where you can you take off later or longer or whatever it is. So there are ways to address the issue that's not just punitive, to try to make it work for everyone.
That's right.
Okay, his name is Tom Brewer. He is a member of the Torrance City Council. My name is Pomerance, and I want to thank you so much for watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.